Hello and welcome to the second edition of Bhopal Design Festival, hosted and curated by Jagran School of Design, Jagran Lakecity University, Bhopal. This is Nava Murtaza in conversation with Nidhi Rai, Director of the VFX Institute of Visual Bird Studios and a storyteller at heart. Welcome, ma'am. It is great to have you with us.
Thank you so much.
My first question for you is, as an industry, how is the Indian film and VFX culture different from the Western culture?
Western culture is more led by structures, and they have more systematic way of distributing work and getting the work done. In India, we are a little bit here and there, and obviously the technology is much more advanced because they have those technologies much before we have them, and therefore they are much in a better position to deliver a more nuanced and a better product than us. That is the difference. But that being said, we as a country, we are catching up as soon as possible. We also have the best of the technologies, and we are also trying to train as many people in VFX and animation, so that the crunch of the talent, we are trying to cover it up as much as possible. And obviously we are still working on the structure. So that's the basic difference.
That was very insightful, ma'am. My next question for you is, as the director of the VFX Institute, how do you encourage students and creators to incorporate nature in their designs and be inspired by nature's patterns and forms?
I myself get a lot of inspiration from nature, because when you see sunlight, when you see rain, when you see smog, when you see rainbow, these are all patterns, these are all colors, and these are all shapes which give you an inspiration. So therefore we always say that, so a lot of our students ask us this question that, AI is going to replace human being. And I always tell them that I don't think so that's the case, because a human eye can only tell you the difference between red and dark red, or a blue and a cobalt blue, So those are the colors which are naturally beautiful. Then there are shapes which always inspire you, like a rainbow or leaves, or the way the sunlight crosses a tree, or rain,
Yes.
So I always tell them that you have to absorb nature to create something, because then it is more closer to life, it is more real,
That is another question I had, that AI is threatening animators or VFX artists' jobs, but the inherent nature that humans have is always connected to nature and storytelling. So do you think that AI is going to stop that, or how will that affect storytelling? How will AI affect storytelling?
See, threatening is a very harsh word. Threatening is not something which we should use for AI. I don't think so that's going to happen. We are going to coexist. Best example I'll give you. I am a 90s student. So when we were coming to 2000s, everybody said now computers are coming, nobody is going to use typewriters, But that didn't happen. People are still using typewriters, Where? Outside courtrooms, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And a lot of people I know personally still love writing on the typewriter because of that khat khat ka awaz it makes, So everything coexists. So if Google Sheets came, did you stop using Excel sheets? You're still using Excel sheets. What AI will do is this: it will make your life easier. Maybe a lot of work which takes a lot of human hours to do, a machine will do it in fewer hours. That could happen. But it will never replace a human being, If I tell you that this is purple, but I want one more shade of purple in this, how will an AI machine define that? We will always need a Nava to tell कि ये purple नहीं है, इसको purple और purple करो, जैसे लाल और सुर्ख लाल, उसके बीच का जो difference है, वो एक human eye जानती है. So AI will coexist. It is not threatening anybody. What it is going to do is this: it is going to make your life easier. It is going to push human beings to do better. एक लव स्टोरी तो एक ह्यूमन बीइंग ही लिख सकता है ना. आप एक एआई से आप कैसे लिखवाओगे एक लव स्टोरी? उसमें वो इमोशंस नहीं है. एट द एंड ऑफ द डे इट इज अ मशीन, राइट? And it is always going to pick up from whatever is being fed into it. What is AI? AI takes the best answers and gives you an answer, right? So whatever is fed into it, it is going to give you an answer from there. So originality and creativity stays with human beings.
Thank you, ma'am. My last question for you is, how do you make a VFX look so real that you can't tell that it's an unreal thing?
That is a business secret. But I'll tell you, see, my husband is a VFX artist. He runs the studio, and I always ask him that whenever we are watching films or anything, we always ask him. I always ask him that how do you make sure that this is looking very real? So he says that you should never come to know that this was VFX. अच्छा VFX वो होता है जिसकी चोरी पकड़ी नहीं जाती, and that is the craft. That comes from years of experience. That comes from years of. It's a very detailed job, you know, and it comes from experience. It comes from working on those softwares and on those screens, on those shots. So each shot goes through multiple levels of rendering and color correction, and we do a lot of texturing into it, and we do a lot of grading into it. So the job is to not let, if you are watching Kalki and you know कि यार ये सब तो VFX है, you know it is all VFX, but when you watch it on a big screen, you are going for the experience of it, right? Everybody knows that the car which Prabhas was using was not original car. I'm not meaning the Mahindra car, I'm meaning the another one which he was using to walk. But because it was so real, you were enjoying the experience, right? So that's the business secret. It should not look unreal. The idea is to make it so good, and that is why the colors are important, the voice is important, the presentation is important.
Attention to detail.
The attention to detail is the key to it.
Thank you, ma'am, for your great insights. It was a pleasure having you with us. For more content like this, keep watching Lakecity Live. This is Nava Murtaza with camera person Nandini.